Hello. Good evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is. You wink. Alright. Bear me just a second. Alright, let me know how I sound compared to the music, so I don't want the music to obviously be a bit too loud or whatnot. Alrighty, righty. Oops. I've forgotten how everything works. Hold up. I've forgotten how everything works. I don't know how anything works now. What's happening? Good sunset, Ben. That's right. That's about right. Good sunset. That works for me. Right, let's move you there. Let's move you over here. It took you 5 minutes. I mean, I was also... Music is too low. There we go. Did I get the promo? I did not, because this is the only set that I bought. Because to be completely honest, there wasn't really, other than the logo, there wasn't really any other Star Wars set that I was really interested in. So I just kind of like, eh. And I figured I might as well save at least one of those. I might as well save one of some of the Star Wars sets, maybe my birthday. So I did not get the promo, unfortunately, but I got the U-Wing. The U-Wing. Been looking forward to this one, primarily for figures, because this selection of figures looks so good. Alright, before we do anything, let's say hello to people. Lots of messages. Hello. Hello, Shallon. Hello, Martin, my moderator. Hello, Isaac, and hello, Bullet, and anyone else who is lurking in the chat. Hello, hello. I was waving at my laptop screen there, like you guys could see me. I'm just kind of like, what am I doing? Just gotta go again. I have hand say, so I gotta go get in there. I talk about the promos and sets. I mean, the promos. I mean, as long as there's stock left of the promos, you'll have enough time to get it, I'm sure. So yeah, the U-Wing, Andor U-Wing. Haven't seen this. This set wasn't actually on display, which was kind of interesting at the store that I went to. So I don't know how big this is, but I have seen that it is noticeable. That it is apparently smaller than the first iteration of this U-Wing. So it'll be interesting to see. Be very interesting to see. But as I said, it's got good figures in it, so. If anything, if the U-Wing ship itself is disappointing, I've got good figures out of it. Because to be honest, Dedra Miro, she's going to be very, very valuable. I mean, even Andor as well. Even Cassian. I'm pretty certain, but yeah. The only difference I'm really seeing with this U-Wing at the moment is the way the door opens. Because the door in Canon is meant to slide open, but this one kind of just opens up, so I guess it's just a limitation of the design and whatnot, but I mean, you never know. You never know. You never know. I had to run on side quest pop-up, so I'll probably leave there. No, it's fine. It's alright. It's not a problem. No, that's a good choice. U-Wing logo and chopper. The logo I'll probably get at a later time, probably for my birthday. Oh, alright, shall we begin? Let's see what this U-Wing is going to look like, shall we? Oh wow, there is a lot more bags in here than I thought. There's a lot more bags in here than I thought. Although saying that, it looks like there is six. Oh, and one sticker sheet. Oh, that's not too bad. Could be worse. It had to be bigger, yeah. Well, I mean, the previous iteration of the U-Wing was a pretty... That U-Wing was actually a really good size, I thought. But they were going down the route of descaling their sets for one reason or another. I mean, it works for some of them. For some, not so much, but just varies, I suppose. The U-Wing. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, no, 6 more is a lot more than I thought. I thought it would have been like 4 or 5 bags. Okay, so it looks like the first figure will be the ISB agent, or is it something else? ISB tactical agent, my bad. Be specific. You did beat me to it, Martin. How dare you? How dare you? But yes, how is everyone doing? Are we all doing good? No, I think in order for the door... Oops, something already fell out. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I can hear noises, but I think that's something my family is doing downstairs. So that's fine. The bricks out there? Yep. Box, so it's fine. Although actually, no, I should probably keep it. I will keep this box on the odd chance I do decide to sell the actual ship. Any interesting this week? No, that's fair. I mean, we'll see. I'm sure someone will probably modify this to get the sliding doors. I'm sure. Last day of my 9-day work week. Oh, that's good. And ouch, that sounds very. I can't really. What is that noise? I can hear noises. It's not my chair. I'm just wondering what the heck is going on. Yeah, best of luck on that last day, Isaac. Ooh, look at that nice little torso for our agents. Got a nice Imperial cap as well. And legs that really should be just dual molded. Why aren't they dual molded? I have never understand. They can very well do dual molded legs, but they just decide not to, and it just never it never looks so good. Also, my plans for the weekend fell through, so I might be able to make it after all, assuming there's other plans get made. To be honest, Isaac, my plans for Saturday stream might actually have to change because something else has actually come up for me. So to be honest, I might actually have to move it. You know, not a bad looking. It's not a bad looking figure by any means. But it's just kind of like the lack of dual molded legs. It's just don't look so good. I don't mean this. I got some work to do. Yeah, no worries, Sean. Hope work goes well. That said, it's not like the torso's good. Just legs. Legs could have. The legs could have definitely benefited being dual molded. I think. Humble opinion, but maybe I'm being too hard on it. Server invite got confirmation of my student loans are discharged. Nice! Perfect. Well, 9-day work week just means it's just 9 days. It's just working 9 days in a row, I assume. In that regard. I assume, anyway. I could be wrong. And yesterday, yeah, no, that's fair. I can understand that. Right, so that goes. Something outside. Don't know what that is, but it's something outside. Something outside is making a lot of racket, and I don't know what it is, but it's not near my house, as far as I'm aware, so I'm not going to worry about it. Prior to the stream, you came across some anime news. Ooh. And what one would that be? Intriguing. And also looks like from the looks of the poll that I posted earlier, it looks like a lot of you guys want. Looks like a lot of you guys want to see the TIE Defender. To be honest, I'm actually kind of inclined to go for the TIE Defender. Because it's actually quite a highly collectible set, which I was really not aware of until I kind of saw the real lack of listings on eBay. Kind of quite bizarre. This last 4 days of 1 week and first 5 of the next week. Fun times. Hello, Legoland. Legoland official, welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, as I mentioned before, Saturday stream is likely going to be moved to Sunday. I'll have to double check some things, but I'll put a post out. Later-ish. Either probably maybe tomorrow, if just to double check some things. So we're gonna be having a Sunday. Evening stream for the first time in a hot minute. Whether or not Sunday is good for anyone, I don't know, but we will see. We will see. Oh, sorry, that looked a bit weird. It looked a bit weird how that was going on there. It's kind of, hey, yo. Before the release of the new Live in the Third movie, a new series will be releasing a week before, which I find to be a gutsy decision. Oh, a tie-in series, maybe. Mayhaps. Maybe, perhaps. Potential, I don't know. Potentially. Oh, you got a 3D print. Oh, that's cool. That's very interesting. Could be like a little tie-in thing, so it's not. Suppose it's to say it's not entirely out of session. I was made a Rex hammer not too long ago. Oh, nice. Oh, what, like a big one or like a small, like one, a minifigure one? Because I could have sworn 3D printing. You got it. It's You've got to be a bit careful. Careful with, because sometimes isn't 3D stuff quite not fragile, but it's not solid. If that makes sense. That might not make too much sense, but that's what I'm thinking in my mind. But I'm sure someone can tell me the logistics of it, because I sure don't know. I don't know nothing. Not exactly. The series will focus on Lupin's usual pursuer Inspector. Oh. Does any of that? Oh. Oh, you can actually. Oh, they're like actual big size helmet. They're actual life size helmets. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Does that do it? Oh yeah, it does. It's a bit odd. This is gonna be very, very interesting. Because if this bit here that I'm building is literally the size of the interior, like you're not gonna be able to fit many in there. I mean, granted, the other U-wing you couldn't really fit many in there. If I'm being 100% honest, but they were at least able to stand. That's always, I don't know why, a pet peeve of mine is when they're making like the ships and they design them that the pilots have to lay down in order to get into them. And it's just kind of like, I don't think that's how that works, but obviously it's a design flaw. It's something I've noticed with a couple of sets that they've done at Lit, and I'm just like, I don't really like that. But that's just me nitpicking. It's not a big deal, but it's just kind of like, I'm not too bothered. Can't say I'm too bothered by that. I also made a Stormtrooper and Clone Trooper out a pretty long time ago. Ooh. That must be a pretty big and 3D printer then. It's not like one of those small ones. That's cool. Depends on the plastic you use and thickness. I found a couple of people who print and sell wearable 3D printed cosplay accessories. Ah, okay. So yeah, oh, okay, so as you said, it just depends on the actual material. Okay. Cool. Oopsie. Interesting enough, for sure. These outlines of real life for a new YouTube channel. Oh, cool. I have actually made a couple of Complete Saga builds. Actually, kind of like more backgroundy kind of builds. So it turned out quite nice. So there's one I'm looking at trying to build, but I don't actually know if it's entirely possible to build it. Because every time I see references for it, it just kind of like, it doesn't look like how pieces are meant to go on, but I could be wrong. The very gutsy decision to release a new series a week before the movie, but what I'm not a businessman from Japan. I mean, the same studio doing it, they're going to be getting they'll be getting money from that and the actual film itself, so it's not, they're not losing any, they're not going to be losing anything for certain, I would say. So we'd say it's not a big deal, but again, as you said, we're not business people in Japan, so what do we know? I don't know. I'm making a minikit next. Ah, cool. That'd be really good if you ever wanted to do like cosplay like characters in the game, like Rebel. I've always said for a laugh, if I ever went to a convention, I'd go as the cosplay of Rebel Friend, just because. Get like a proper 3D printed like classic blaster and everything. I think that would be quite funny. Personally. Then again, I feel like if I don't, I think that's it. I said this to Martin when I saw him, but I feel like if I go to any convention and people meet me and I'm not wearing a Stormtrooper helmet, I think people are just going to be disappointed. And I'm just kind of like, I guess I can't blame them. I can't blame them for that, I suppose. So studio in charge is TMS, an anime studio owned by Sega. Yeah, as I said, they're not going to be losing anything for certain. Welcome back, Bullet. We are still, from what I'm gathering, this is kind of like the back end of the ship. from what I'm seeing. From what I'm seeing. Double frame costume would be sick. I mean, to be fair, it's just it'll just be basic. It'll just be the basic rebel one instead of the blue. So the blue shirt would be the red one. So it wouldn't be a particularly hard one to do. In that regard. But it would be fun. Missing the piece. Right. Oops. Just like that. Yep. There we go. That's it. We'll see. See how the plans go. Oh yeah, in terms of the actual brick show that I went to, on Saturday, it was a good one. Lots of good displays. Not as many stores, which was a little bit, I'll admit, a bit disappointing. I was kind of hoping there'd be more stores for stuff, more stuff for me to buy, but unfortunately not. Oh, this is when this gets on my nerves, when it's kind of like they could very easily just do a printed piece on one of these little bits, but they have to make it stick out. Like, why? I don't understand. I think they just want to watch me suffer. And suffer I shall. Full sticker building. Directed both the series and the movie is the man who directed the movie. Oh, Redline. And the movie Redline. Oh, cool. I'm also planning on making one of the blasters for the bit. Oh, nice. Sounds cool. Wait, is this? Actually, I don't know if this is actually the I don't know if this is like the bit where people are standing up. This is actually the cockpit. I don't know. But the one in the no, the classic, the old school Lego microphone blaster. I get you. I understand. How are we guys enjoying Andor at the moment? If any of us have been watching it. I personally have been loving it. Andor has been good fun for me so far. Literally my favourite Star Wars, I think, at the moment. If I'm being completely honest. And then we get more Star Wars this weekend. All the stuff will be from the complete saga. Nice. It's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, no, this is definitely the bit where they come into a stand. Let me get this. So this is meant to be somewhere for, if Remy Benny doesn't wear a Stormtrooper helmet, a grey jacket, a dark red hoodie, and black jeans, I would be upset. It's a good number of the... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so it's definitely... The franchise is definitely in good hands with him then. For sure. He knows the Lupin series, so... But only has a Stormtrooper helmet. I unfortunately don't. The problem is that I wear glasses, so wearing a Stormtrooper helmet would actually be really quite difficult for me. So it's not... It wouldn't be entirely viable, unfortunately. Not unless I get a specially made one that kind of opens up and kind of goes over my head, like kind of like opens up and goes over my head, rather than one I slide on top, if that makes sense. But that's just my mindset. I don't know. There. Whoop. Maybe you can make him with your 3D printer. you're gonna make the classic mustache mouth Stormtrooper helmet. That'd be pretty neat. We could definitely commission that. That would be pretty cool. Oh, the visor in New Hope is dark green. Yeah, no, I did see that. Like, when you see some pictures of it, you can definitely see that. for sure. It is an interesting fact. So this bit looks like it's the fighter ship. Yes, it is. I know this is really strong. Oh yeah, nope, can confirm that bit is part of the cockpit, but I'm not convinced those figures are going to actually be able to stand up in there. This deck could very well be having a lot of things going against it if it can't stand the figures up. I must admit, be a bit disappointing. Got me one, but I don't know if it would fit him. Probably not, because my head is quite big. My head is quite big, so it is unlikely that it will fit. Gotta build like one. You gotta build something that's for extra large for me in order for it to fit. It is just the way it has to be, but it's fine. Ugh. So I go there, we're flipping around. Oh, it's very warm in this. It's very hot in my room right now, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very warm. For those outside of Britain, we've been experiencing a bit of a small heat wave. Been like in the mid to high 20s, which might not sound a lot for anyone who doesn't live in the UK and lives in a warm country, but when you live in a country where we don't have aircon, it's warm. Very, very warm. That's all I will say. All I will say on the matter. I think what's actually quite hilarious, I saw this one YouTuber who tweeted out something saying that he would open up an aircon business in the UK and he would make millions, and it's just kind of like, you wouldn't make millions because you would go out of business because no one would buy the aircons. No one would buy them because they wouldn't really have much uses. But that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe they would. Hello, Paz. Welcome. Welcome, Paz. How are you doing? How is it going? Oh, I like my community. Everyone says hello to those who come in. Very, very nice. I have such a polite community. Haha. Bom, 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 bom. Goes there. How be you, Paz? All good? Hopefully all is good. This one's there. I is warm. Yep, that's valid. I am also warm. I have like both of my windows in my room open. Well, no, my one in my room and the one in my ensuite. Well, not really ensuite, more bathroom, but whatever you want to call it. It's not that fancy. Before anyone the people ask, it's not that fancy. There's one thing that threw me off. Leaning the air conditioners weren't a thing in Europe. They are a thing in Europe, never in the in Europe, but in the UK not so much. I know for a fact that Europe does have aircon, because I mean some of the places where I've gone abroad have definitely had aircon. It's more the UK, I think. Like there is aircon in the UK, but it's not common for genuine aircon. To be in houses, kind of thing. Oh, UK houses are designed to keep heating as well. Yeah, for the most part they are. I mean, my room is basically the center heat point of the room. It's not that air conditioners aren't in Europe. It's mainly the UK. They're not as big of a thing. They are obviously air conditioners in the UK. They're just not that common. For probably the reasons I told you. Yeah, more common in a hotel, but not homes. Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah, it doesn't have them. It's more. As I said, it's just a genuine. As Pan says, it's just a genuine UK homes that don't have the air cons. And that's kind of what it is. I was thinking that looked it. That would have been a bit of a funky design. Would have been a bit funky. Yeah, from what I'm gathering, this U-wing is definitely not going to be that big. And again, don't know how I feel about that particularly. Don't know how I feel about that at all. But alas, we keep on going. Oh, very. Dreading the summer for when I have to make animations and do stuff in this warm weather. Only cold country never really prepare much for the heat. It's true. It's very true. We don't really have much plans. I won't say that we're a cold country by any means. Just cool, because our weather is just so unpredictable. Could be raining one minute and then the next minute it's sunny. Still hot in the summer and still bloody freezing in the winter. The summer can be a hit or miss, I find, in the UK. We can have really good warm summers. And we can have sometimes we can have very boiling hot summers as well. It's a hit or miss, I find, with the UK. We can experience all of those. We can experience all of it. If you like it when the weather changes every every day or even every minute, then come to the UK. Our weather is so unpredictable. Our weather is very unpredictable. More stickers. Bane of my existence. Blah. There we go. Is that one okay? No, it's not. Darn it. Gosh, confound it. It's how the UK and US have opposite views on outlets near bathroom sink. Do we? Do you not really have? I mean, we have like the outlets for like charging toothbrushes and things like that. But we don't have like genuine like actual like plugs. Things like that. They're just kind of like specialized. That's the word. Sorry, specialized ones. This is for a shaver. Yeah, exactly, for a shaver or for charging toothbrushes. Yeah, they're the only ones for it. The other thing about it, I don't actually know if they're specialized. They're just kind of. They're just kind of a different kind of design for it, so it's not. I got no idea. I got no idea, really, what I'm talking about. Assuming it's true, I heard the UK has minimum distance and now other can be, but the US has a max distance for electrical. Max distance? A max distance? A max distance? That seems a bit strange, but. No, but. Hold up, my brain isn't working. My brain is melting from this heat, I think. Oh, was that 5 I thought of? Yeah. Just making sure. Wow. For some reason my house has a charger in the bathroom I never use it and I sometimes forget it exists. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you don't have to. I'll give you home I've been to has an outlet about a foot or two from the sink. Oh yeah, no, I mean, well, I mean, obviously, like, water and... General rule of thumb, you obviously don't want water to be near any power outlets, that's just not a good idea. So... I don't know. Oh, I missed this. I missed this then. That'll be why. Goes there. Oh, this must be the fire, some kind of shooty stud things, I'm guessing. I read for it and I was so confused for a second. In the kitchen there you can have a plug socket nearish this thing, at least I do anyway. I lied, I was going to say we don't have one, but actually we do, because we obviously have one. We have a kettle not too far from our sink, so that might be what that's for. Keep getting America has feet and not meters. Oh, this bathroom talk is making me gotta go. Our bad. My bad. I don't even know how that even started. I don't know. I think it started because of the whole aircon jazz, didn't it? Oh, did I? Oh, I put this on the wrong bit. That's why. It's meant to be there. All right, so that's the actual. So that's the front of the ship there. An interesting choice. Yeah, this whole... It's looking like this whole bit here is basically everywhere is the whole part where the characters stand, which is really weird. It's like not that big. Once again, if you're building a ship that's primarily built for transporting people, you would think you'd have it a decent size, but I guess not. It's always made me laugh. Always made me laugh when that's advertised as transport ship and it can't even transport the figures. I'm just kind of like, well, it's not a very good transport then, is it? You know? I'm looking at you, Knights of Ren Transport. If you know, you know. That one was a shocker. Knights of Ren Transport, more like Knights of Ren oversized microfighter. And that is me throwing shade. I believe that was decided when the OS was first adding the electrical grid. The Gov even had promotions on giving away electrical devices just so people would use it. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Fair enough. A little bit of history left. A little bit of electrical history lesson for us, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look, there's something like that. All the way around. There we go. Go. So there's that. Now we're on to number 3. Oh, bag number 3 has Cassian himself. Cassian Andor. Have a look. Whoa, his head is rolling away. Cassian's head is ahead and running away from me. I don't even know if you saw that. The head was just gone. Come back, head. Come back, Cassian. You can't just run away from me. You can't roll away from me, I suppose. Oh, that's interesting. It kind of looks like... This looks like the exact... To me, that looks like the exact same head. That looks like the exact same head as the very first... As like the Rogue One Cassian figure. But they've made it like accurate kind of skin tone, I guess? That's what it looks like to me anyway. I might be wrong. That's cool. Maybe I'll have to double check that. Compare. Alright, there's the star of the show, Cassian Andor. That's something I didn't know about Grievous the other day. When Obi opens his chest, it sounds weird. You can barely see some of his you can barely see some of the organs in the background, I guess. Yeah, no, you can see. That attention to detail is pretty good. Oh, as well, speaking of Revenge of the Sith, I actually saw that in the cinema on Saturday, and it was very cool. It was very, very cool to see. My second time I've seen that in the cinema, because I saw that. I am old enough to have seen. I was old enough to watch the Revenge of the Sith in the cinema. Hydrate if you've got a drink, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're in Britain. Because you'll definitely need to stay hydrated. I remember seeing the heart and lungs when you're referring to the other organs. You can definitely, you can definitely see like other ones in there for sure. I don't know. Oh wait. Huh. Interesting. I have an extra hairpiece. Huh. Cassian has extra hair, and it's literally the exact same. That's a first getting an extra hairpiece. Usually get like extra kind of like the 1x1 study parts, but I've never had an extra hairpiece before. Interesting. Yes, I had what I had seen it originally in the cinema, or that I had noticed it. Oh, that Isaac had noticed it. Oh right, my bad. I realize what you're saying. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Let's put that here. No organs, they were in the back covered by some shadows. I mean, to be fair, the main thing you need to see was obviously just his heart. So I don't think it really mattered what was quite in the back. I know you could see like other bits that was beating, I know that much. Which sounds really weird to say out of context. I just realized it. I realized how odd that sounds out of context. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that no, they can't. Well, that's lame. I mean, to be fair, I'll let them off. I'll let them off with this because you can't actually, the figures can't actually stand in here. But to be fair, a vast majority of the time when you scenes in the Ewing, they're usually sitting down anyway, so I will let them off with that, but also at the same time... It's actually a wig I'm paying for the day I become bald. Ah, fair enough. I didn't have a chance to watch a film. We just don't bring back movies here, I guess. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. I thought it was getting re-released quite far and wide. So that does surprise me a little bit, actually. Seeing Revenge in the Sith in the cinemas again was pretty cool, I won't lie. Especially seeing the opening scene on Coruscant. That was especially just, oh, so cool. I think just hearing, even just having the opening crawl, listening to the opening crawl again, because that is always one best part about Star Wars, is obviously the soundtrack. So hearing the actual opening crawl again after 6 years now. It's been 6 years since we last heard that opening crawl in the cinema. Oh no, that's a lie. I saw Phantom Menace last year, so that's a lie. I am sorry. I lied to you. I lied to you. I deeply apologize. I've seen Apollo Grievous in cinemas. Well, you never know, it might come around. If it's popular enough, maybe it might come around them to you as well. You never know. You never know, as they say. Back. Welcome back, Sharon. Welcome back, Postman Pat. Don't know what that was. Don't know where I was going with that, but I am blaming me being a little bit woohoo because of the heat. That's what I'm blaming it on anyway. Let me see where this is. Okay, yep, no, that is right. Could not tell at first. Couldn't tell. But really, the general design for this is it's obviously very close to the original one that came out with Rogue One in terms of how it's being built together, but oh no, it's not. Sorry, I thought it looked a bit funky, but not quite. Not quite. We're good. We're good. Times 2 on this part. So I'm guessing what I'm putting on here is like the back. Like this back part of it here. Let me put this probably here is where it's gonna go, I reckon. So I'm taking a wild guess. From what I can tell. Pins. Oh, and subject of LEGO as well. Anyone seen all those new reveals as well? And there's a lot of good reveals. Turns out that buildable battle droid is a buildable battle droid on a staff, which is very surprising. Martin showed me that earlier, and I was just kind of like, hey yo, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. Now, I'm a bit disappointed to say that one of the battle packs that's coming out in the summer is like £20 or £22, and I'm kind of like, why is it so much money? It's not even a lot there. It's literally that Mandalorian versus the Imperial Commandos one that I got the other year. It's literally on that kind of level, and it's just kind of like, why is it so much money? I didn't. Yes, no, there was that one. There was a lot of Marvel ones. Primarily a Spider-Man 2 set from a scene where Spider-Man is stopping the train from that film, which does have an original version that came out in 2004, which I do have. I have the OG version of that set because, as I said, I'm old enough to remember seeing these films in the cinema and collecting Lego during that time. Because I am an old man. God, that's still very much depressing when I realize what age I'm turning next month. Hold on a minute. Oh, we have... The next bag has the figure that I'm interested in, Dedramiro. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'd say check it out. Check it out if you can. Everything. Dedramiro. Let's see, issue here. Oh, that's a very nice print for her coat she's got there. And yes. What we've been waiting for, a dual molded Imperial cap and hair. Look at that. Next month being June. Yes. That is my My birthday month is June. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that'll definitely open up. That'll definitely open up some more options now for Lego. For sure. Where's our legs? I have legs in here. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're not all molded either. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that looks so lame. Ah. And the print doesn't even... Oh, it doesn't even... Yeah, I'm going to be changing the legs out for this one. Because, like, it... I mean, even then you can tell, like, the white doesn't quite match the actual jacket. And I said, this is me being very, very stingy now. Like, I really shouldn't be so stingy. But also, this jacket she's wearing is like a proper... It's a proper trench coat, right? So you're thinking this coat would cover, like, everywhere. Welp, no it doesn't. These legs should have been dual molded. I'm sorry, but they should have been dual molded because that just... why can't they just make it dual molded? That just doesn't look right. It just kind of looks like the back part of the jacket is just tugged into her trousers. It doesn't look right. It's not right. But they tried. They did try, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with the legs because that doesn't look right to me. Doesn't look right to me. It's fine. I have alternatives. I'll probably experiment with. But to be completely honest about it, as I said, the actual torso itself, fantastic. The dual, like the molded, like hair and cap piece, also brilliant. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's just literally the legs. Oh, well, I see a cosplayer recreate that. That would be quite funny. That would be quite funny. The poor unfortunate Imperial officer who just didn't quite check over her outfit. Whoopsie doodles. But yeah, it's like I said, perfect figure, just literally up to like down to literally just the torso. Then the legs is kind of like because I mean, that just like I said, that front doesn't look too bad. Like I said, the color's a little bit off, yes. But then that doesn't look good, does it? Because like when you bear in mind, this coat that she's wearing is a fat off trench coat and not just like a jacket. It was kind of like, it don't look good. It just a pet peeve. Just make them dual molded legs. You can do it. You've done it before. You can do it again, Lego. I know you can. Reach. Don't think it was a Mandalorian bounty I've ever seen in Star Wars. Yes, Split. Oh yes, Bluey is getting Lego sets as well. I did notice that. That was interesting. One of my friends who I went to convention with showed me. There really is just a lot of really random stuff coming out. Which I really didn't know about. Obviously, you got One Piece coming at some point, and then if I recall, Pokemon was getting official Lego sets. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I'm not 100%. But yeah, no, Lego seems to be just going all in with a lot of the themes at the moment. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. Alright. The Lego Battle Droid set. Ew, those Marvel hammer drones look ugly AF. Oh, I know the one you're talking about. But in a sense, the drones, yes, they're ugly, but to be honest, for like a little playset, when you think about it, the age range of like the Lego, obviously, it's actually not bad. It's goofy. They look very goofy, don't get me wrong, but I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. To be honest, but would it have been cooler to have like good, proper brick built ones? Yes, but as I said, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing Marvel has done. Yes, Lego Pokemon next year. Ah, fair enough. Lego Battle Droids, the Lego Battle Droid set. The droid on the stack or another one? Speaking of Battle Droids, I saw the Lego Star Wars Christmas advent calendar, and it's basically just a big old droids kind of pack because it's packed with droids. It's packed with like brick built droids, and other things. And it's actually got oh, what's his name? The little alien in Rise of Skywalker. Hey, hey! It's got that little. It's got that little guy in it, which is kind of a surprise. Is it Babu Frick? Babu Frick? Is that the one? Could see what you mean, but at least get him another arm joint. Yeah. yeah. No, definitely. I agree. You could, but also to be fair, those hammer drones could very easily be modified. I was wondering that as well. I don't know why we're recapping Attack of the Clones, but not seen Attack of the Clones in quite a long time actually. But I must have, Lego Marvel are definitely taking the piss with their pricing, I think, because there's another one which I think is like it's Babu Frick. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, there's they got a little Babu Frick like little figure in there, and I just kind of saw that and I thought that's quite cute. That's well, not cute, but kind of quite cool. And I'm just like, oh, I might have to get this advent calendar this year because it's got a lot of good builds in there. With all the builds in there, you can make like a little droid workshop building, which would be pretty cool. Alright. That goes there. Oh, my bad. My bad. But yeah, no. One of the other Marvel sets. The other Marvel sets is like an Oscorp. It's like an Oscorp building and like 2 other buildings with a bunch of other minifigures. And it's just like they're not even like proper modular buildings, but they're good buildings. Don't get me wrong. I saw the price and it's like 150 USD, and I'm just like, huh? Like, he's like, this is how much? Bear in mind, it's only like 800 parts, and they're charging 150 USD. Right now, Django Fett. Oh, he's typing Django Fett. Facts. Is this in celebration of the release of the Slave 1? Oh, the Slave 1! I saw that at the store. That was a really good size. It's like literally to like a proper good scale of the Jedi, Obi-Wan's Jedi Interceptor, which is pretty cool. Simple, no reason at all. Oh, I didn't even look at the price for it. Oh, the Oscorp thing or the Hammerhead, the Hammer Drones one. The Hammer Drones one I think is actually pretty decent. It's like it's what you would expect, I think, for it. It's not massively. It's not expensive. It's not expensive by any means. I think it's definitely worth. It's just a fun. It's a fun little place. Fun little play set. So can't really complain that much. Oh, the wings are still quite large again. The Oscorp set. Oh yeah, the Oscorp set. Yeah, it's very disappointing. I am very baffled by the price of that set. That will definitely be one I will not be getting, or even consider getting, until it goes down by probably at least half its price. And even then, I probably won't get it. Where do you attach onto? You attach onto here. Realize? Oh, you can actually. I can actually fit the whole wing. It's not stupidly small, but it is noticeably smaller. Me and my mum were talking about this earlier. The Lego Marvel and DC Batman stuff is just kind of getting boring. every now and then they'll bring out something that's cool. Like I said, the train, that train set, that one with the train from Spider-Man 2. That's actually a good one. I just don't understand how it's taken them nearly over 20 odd years to re-release it. But they're definitely, it's bizarre. I can't really say they're running out of ideas because they've got they can do lots of things. They just don't. Which was kind of bizarre. Hope the information will help someone finish a Star Wars essay. I mean, I don't know many people who'll be doing a Star Wars essay, but sure, we appreciate the thought, Bullet. Oh, Bullet, you'll be happy to know. I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I will likely be getting the TIE Defender to build in a future stream, likely next week, to be honest. I would like to get the TIE Defender because I realized how very collectible that set is. Because there's not very many listed on eBay. There's like the actual set itself. I think there's only like 5 or 6 listings here in the UK, anyway. Which is kind of crazy. Turns out the TIE Defender is a highly collectible set. You can see why, but just still surprising. Very, very surprising. Yippee! TIE Defender time. Yeah. That'd be interesting to see because it's kind of still inside. I'm kind of thinking about selling most of my Lego Marvel sets. I don't blame you. There's definitely, I mean, I've got lots of bag stuff that I'm looking to sell, to be honest. I gotta sell off a couple of things, I think. Don't really want to, but I got to do it, I think. Selling once. As interesting, Marvel ones, I think other than like the big ones, like the big kind of buildings and things, they don't really have a lot of collectability kind of outside minifigures, if I'm being 100% honest. People can fight me on that, but that's just my opinion on it. Apart from like some of the bigger sets, the buildings mainly. Lego Marvel, this is just not very collectible outside of the minifigures. Feel free to disagree, but that's just my humble opinion on it all, really. And even then, the figures can be average. Even then, those minifigures can be average. Oh, actually, another thing that I did see was I actually almost got it as well, but it was probably a bit too much money because I saw the actual set. Is the new version of the Tumbler from The Dark Knight? It's got Batman, the Joker, and Harvey Dent, all from like Nolan's Batman. And I have to say, the minifigures are good, and the actual Tumbler, although it's smaller than the previous one, it's actually more to scale with. It's actually more to scale with like actual Lego vehicles and like in the size of the Tumbler as well. It's actually just a pretty good scale, to be fair. So that set, I generally might actually get hold of it when it goes on sale, because I think that could be quite a good one to build. That could be a good one to build, and because I also like the Nolan films, to get Nolan Joker or the Heath Ledger Joker and the Two-Face, I think would be really good. If you're not into Marvel anymore, sure, get rid of them in exchange for money. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, no minifig hunters. Yeah, it's true. That's fair. Yeah, I don't see Lego Marvel selling too much. Minecraft started selling more for obvious reasons. Yep. Chicken jockey. Oh, I want to kill myself. In Minecraft. Not IRL. Please, YouTube, don't bonk me. Don't bonk me, YouTube. It's just a joke. It's just a joke, please. You gotta understand. It's all a joke. Imagine I just said that it wasn't a joke and it just kind of end stream. Would be quite funny. I still haven't seen the Minecraft movie, and to be completely honest, I don't think I will. At least not until it comes on to like a streaming platform. To be honest, I've got really no interest in going to watch that in the cinema. Shoots Ben. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. But not to worry, we will be playing Minecraft on the weekend at some point. Still, it is likely going to be on Sunday because things that's just come, because of certain things that's come up. So whether or not Sunday might be better. This is meant to go on somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know where that was meant to go, but it's not on the ship at the moment, so I think I missed it. Lord's in the middle of asking if you saw it. Nope, still haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it, and they say there's not... I don't have much intention on going to watch it. Not in the cinema, anyway. That'll be one to watch for streaming, I reckon. I had the Dark Knight Rises, Bane, surprisingly. Oh, really? I have it as well because of that, that Tumblr, that kind of like desert colored scheme Tumblr I have that I got on eBay is actually came with Bane and a couple of other figures, which was pretty cool. And I tell you what, it's pretty. I do like it. I definitely like the build for it. It's just a shame that it's just a bit too. It's just a shame that it's too small, really, for actually transporting people. That would be my thing. Was the Bane a regular minifig or a big guy? Regular minifig. The Dark Knight Rises one. The one in the Lego Batman movie was a big fig, if I recall correctly. Oh, the Lego Batman movie was so good. That was a good movie. Film that just definitely did not take itself 100% serious, and well, until it did, I suppose, because it kind of like didn't, but then when it did, it did. A big version of him, yeah. No, I would have thought that. Well, I suppose I haven't made like another big version of Bane, to be honest. I would have. I thought they would have done another one of that, but I guess not. That's just a weird thing to think about. It's kind of like it would have been the perfect figure to do one in big fig form is Bane. There we go. Okay, so I definitely missed a part because where the heck did these pieces go? Hold up. Let me traverse back a second. Traverse. Ah. There we go. I was thinking it was lacking something there. There we go. Actually, where should I put the Yeee? Put it there. Actually, put it there so you can all see it. Dedra, you forgot your blaster. Ah, yeah. Yeah, having a big Bane would be nice, especially in the classic costume. I mean, there might actually be a big Bane. I might just not be aware. I might just not be aware of it, to be fair. Bag numero 5. Believe it or not, DC Studios plan to do a movie that involves Bane. Do they really? Ew. will be cool to see. Oh my god, this will be bulky. This is a bulky boy. Actually, I need to move this back here anyway because I need to do some more building with it. Oh, proper Bane this time. To be fair, Bane in Christopher Nolan's Batman was still pretty good. To be fair, say what you will, but I think it was good for what they were going for, obviously. Alright. Fingers crossed. We'll wait and see. Oh, my legs have gone a bit stiff. Oh, that actually really hurt my leg. Ow. Stretching my legs. 2 seconds. Let me just double check something. Okay. Nope, thought there was something that popped up, but it wasn't anything important. Alrighty, whoa. Back to it. Hydration reminder, good idea. Thank you, bullets. Hydration. We won't be the only character involved. Deathstroke will likely be featured in it. Oh, okay. I mean, the main invulnerable was body armor that Batman stupidly punched, expecting to hurt him. Well, you know. It just be that way. Well, my Deathstroke would be pretty cool. Oh. Away. How long are we actually into this stream? We're an hour and 15. Okay. As I said, there's only 2 more bags left after this, so could definitely be finishing this one quite soonish. Get involved in breaking Batman's back though. That is true. Like I said, now they portray Bane in that was good. Obviously, it wasn't maybe not 100% accurate to how he was, but but Nolan's DC wasn't meant to be it was meant to be a more grounded Batman anyway. So it couldn't make sense for Bane to be this really super big, overpowered fellow. You know how they done him was very nicely. The details required, but I'm hazarding a guess that it will be a villain team-up film similar to Suicide Squad. Oh. Now that could be interesting. That could be interesting. But they'd have to be very careful with that, just so they don't basically risk it being just a carbon copy of Suicide Squad. So they have to, as I said, they have to be careful with that one. Oh, do you know one? There's one series I've been meaning to watch, but I haven't really had the chance. Because I don't actually know where it's streaming. I'm assuming it's streaming on HBO. But I wanted to look at that. Is it The Adventures of Superman? That animated series? Because I've seen clips of it, and I've honestly found the characters just really funny and really well written, really well written. I don't know what people think of it, but I really like the look of it, and I kind of really want to watch it. The My Adventures with Superman? I can't think if that's the right name or not. Someone I'm sure will correct me if I'm wrong. But that is generally it's generally a series I would like to watch. There we go. It's actually on Channel 4. Oh, really? Oh. Channel 4 does have a streaming service. Maybe it might be on that. Interesting. Thank you for that, Martin. I'll have to check that out. Where is Alex? Hello. Well, that's interesting. Unless it's hiding in plain sight or it was stuck in the bag. Actually, stuck in the bag. Anything in here? Well, that's interesting. We're missing a part. This is in here, but that'd be very weird if it's in there when the other one's on. Huh, how about that? We have a missing part. No, we don't. It's just hiding. Damn it! The only food time I've actually. Yeah, no eyes, bullet. Have a good meal. Oh, you want to watch that one as well, Isaac? I don't know what you did. The clips that I've seen of that show just look so brilliant, especially the chemistry between oh my god, why am I completely blanking out on Superman's actual name? I've completely blanked out on it. I'm blanking out. What is Superman's actual name? I've completely blanked out on it. It's completely gone. No, it's gone completely. I can't think. I generally can't think of what his actual name is. No idea. It's gone. Completely gone from my brain. Completely gone. Don't know why, but it's gone. Clark Kent! Jesus Christ, Benjamin. Clark Kent, you absolute numbskull. Hey. Clark Kent. The chemistry between Clark and Lois in that series, I think, is done really, really well. From what I've seen of the clips, it's done very, very well. So here, I think what we're doing is the engines. The engines don't look terribly fancy, so like the actual builds themselves don't look too terribly fancy, so that was so funny. Like the name, that Clark Kent name had just completely escaped my mind. I'm just kind of like, why can't I think? Why can I just generally not think of his name? It was just gone. It's just one of those things where sometimes your brain just goes completely blank on something. Which is an interesting one. Brain go blank. Times 2. What's this one all about then? Okay. I don't actually know what this part is we're building. Obviously part of the engines, but I don't know what it is. And I assume we will find out very shortly. That goes up there. Gotta do another one anyway, so might as well quickly do that. And then we'll carry on with the build. Yeah, but I must admit as well, the trailer... Saw the trailer for the new Superman film that's coming out in the summer. Again, and it does look good. Like, as someone who wasn't really too asked about DC stuff for a while, it generally looks really good. Especially that like epic version of his the Superman theme sounded really, really good. And I'm looking forward. A lot of good movies coming out this. Lot of good films coming out in like the next 3 months. It's actually kind of crazy. 28 years later, got the Superman. I feel like there was something else, but I can't think. Oh, Mission Impossible. Oh, that comes out. That comes out later this month. That's definitely going to be one that I want to see. Oh, wait, what in the world? Oh. Oh. Oh, these are actually for the engines. Okay. Oops. No, not like that. Okay, so then the other bit. Oh, right. No, I see. Interesting. And that's done in a really interesting way. I thought that was actually just going to be the whole engine, but it turns out not so much. No. Nope. I don't know. Nope, I'm working it out now. It's they're doing it just slightly differently. Interesting. Yeah. I think other than that, there's not really many other films. I don't know if there's like, I don't know what films are coming out in like the latter quarter of this year. I just only really know the stuff coming out in the summer because that's the only films I've really got a big interest in watching. Because I've literally been waiting for 28 years later, literally out of my life. Oh, it looks so good, it looks so weird, it looks so creepy, but the 28 later franchise has always been a bit creepy. For anyone who has ever watched it. I know there are some people who haven't watched it because they're not good at horror. And 28 Days and the 28 later franchise is definitely a horror, so definitely can't blame people who don't like horrors not watching that last one. Let's see here. I just realised I forgot about there's another. We've got another figure in this area. We've got K2 to still. We got Mr. K2SO to get out next. Did forget about him briefly. Oops. There we go. Oops, all the way around. Whew. Stay hydrated as well, guys. Speaking of which. Bit too much in my. Had a bit too much drink in my mouth at that one point. At that point. Okay. Right. Well, I think we... Did we talk about in the previous stream? Did we talk about all the reveals for the Star Wars Visions stuff in my last stream. I really can't remember. We only did one stream last week. I generally can't remember what I talked about. I generally don't know nor remember. But the Star Wars Visions has been confirmed for a release date in October, which is pretty cool. And it's already getting some sequels to some of the well-known shorts. But the 9th Jedi short is getting its own series, which is honestly pretty exciting. This goes on like that, yeah. Very interesting way to do the engine parts of these wings. Times 4. Times freaking 4. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is pain. Yeah, no, I didn't know if you were aware about that or not, Isaac. Have you seen? Forgive me if you've said before, Isaac, but have you seen Star Wars? Any of the Star Wars Visions? I feel like you said you have, but I honestly cannot remember. I just assumed that a lot of the people that watch me have watched Star Wars Visions. I assume. So I assume wrong in that regard, but yeah, no, Star Wars, the 9th Jedi getting its own actual series is really, really cool. Oh, did I read your previous comment? Oh, I did not see. I don't know how I missed that. I've not said it. Oh, you haven't watched it. Ah, you should watch it. It's good. It's good Star Wars, even though it's technically a lot of it isn't technically proper canon, but it's good. It is good. So this was announced back in February, but the same creative team behind My Adventures with Superman are doing another series in collaboration with Warner Bros. Animation in DC. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I'll have to watch My Adventures with Superman to then see what that's like, to see what the actual series is like. Because I said, it looks really good. But yeah, Isaac, you should definitely watch Visions. And Martin can back me up on that claim. Not that claim, that recommendation. He can back me up. Welcome back, Bullet. Avengers with Green Lantern is the name. Oh, okay. There's going to be something similar. It's going to be maybe something similar-ish. Well, not quite similar. Maybe not 100% similar-ish in tone. Okay. Interesting to see. Green Lantern as a character has always been... I don't know. I think of Green Lantern, I just think of the one from the original... I just think of the original Justice League's animated series that came out in the early 2000s. That was good. DC at its top, probably at its top during that time. Visions is a thing of beauty. It is. It is amazing. What's going on properly for some reason now? Was it an animated anthology? Yeah, basically, it was essentially just a series of animated shorts created by various animated studios. I mean, the first season was created by studios from animated studios in Japan. So essentially, it was Star Wars anime. But they were telling their own stories. There was kind of a base that was kind of inspired by Star Wars. Some of them could very easily. There are some that could very easily fit into the Star Wars canon easily, very easily. And then there are obviously other ones that are a bit bonkers, but fun bonkers. It's a fun kind of bonkers. You kind of have to. You have to see it, and they're quite short as well. Like in the first series, of the Visions, I think the longest short is like 20 minutes. Like, and because the average length is like it's between like 10 to 20 minutes, I think. On average, so you could very easily watch all of Visions, or at least all of Series 1 of Visions, in probably about an hour or two, to be completely honest. You could very easily get through them all in that time, if you are interested in watching them. Especially the ninth. As I said, definitely watch the Ninth Jedi short at least, because obviously that one's getting its full-blown series. Similarly, yeah, it'll focus on the Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz. Ah, okay. No, Twitter's gonna love that series because it's another female lead. Sorry, I just laugh. I laugh at that now. I just laugh when incels on Twitter are very obviously annoyed when there's a main female lead in anything nowadays. It makes me laugh. But yeah, no, definitely check it out. Highly recommend. Assuming it's not actually not really badly designed actually. Not bad. Just quite thin. There aren't many interesting movies to watch at the moment, honestly. The last time I remember going to the cinema and actually enjoying a movie was in 2023. The movie was called Perfect Days. Oh. Perfect Days. That rings a bell, actually. Can't think if that's... I need to see if I have access to Disney Plus. I don't remember my family is watching off on the account. Fair enough. Oh, we got last bag. So that means we've got our last minifigure in here as well. We have got our boy. We have got our favourite sassy droid, K2SO, and I don't... This will be interesting to see if it's the exact same design and everything, because he kind of looks... I'll get the other K2 out once I finish building the U-Wing. Once I finish building the U-Wing, I will get the other K2 out and compare. Because I'm very curious if it's the exact same or if it's a bit different. But either way, this will be my second K2SO that I have for security droid, if you will. Because I have the one from Krennic Shuttle. Yeah, be jealous. I have Krennic Shuttle. I have Krennic Shuttle. It's about the life of a Japanese man. It definitely isn't for action lovers or action fans, but despite that, I really enjoy that. Oh, okay, that's cool. So here is our sassy droid. Here is our sassy K2SO. Everyone's favourite sassy Imperial, reprogrammed Imperial droid. And to be fair, there's not actually a lot. There's not actually a lot of pieces here, so I'm. I can have a look. What I'm assuming. Yeah, this is literally, from what I can tell, just doing some bits for the cockpit and just adding the front parts of the engine, and then that's it. That is quite literally it. Oh, ×4 models of these engines. Don't know why that song's in my head all of a sudden. Bit random. suppose a question to ask, because we're talking about visions and kind of Japanese style things. Is there any particular anime that people are watching at the moment that y'all are enjoying? Be curious to hear. I have caught up on the Apothecary Diaries because I was far behind now. And kind of wanted to let it go out for like half a season and then kind of catch up with it. And I'm already all caught up because, oh my god, it's been so good. It's such a good series. So that's been a really good one. I started watching another one. What was it called? Is it Forbidden Memories? I think it's called. It's a post-apocalyptic one. And it's got some very stunning animation. Like, probably, honestly, some of the best animation I think I've seen in an anime in, like, ever. I'm surprised not many people have talked about it before, but it's been really, really interesting. I mean, I just said that action lovers or action fans, well, I meant action lovers or action fans. That's okay. But other than that, what's another one I was watching? I can't remember. Interesting thought. Stream a Lego build, but do it as a build along. Everyone gets to get and build server can sync the streamer at your own pace. Oh, an interesting idea, but it would have to involve people going up, spending their own money to buy a set, and I don't really know how I feel about that. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool idea if we could all agree on it. If we could all agree on one to do, but I don't know. Personally, I don't feel comfortable on the idea of people spending like money for my own content. Really, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I'm 2 episodes behind the Apothecary Diaries since I'm watching through the English dub. Ah, I see. Fair enough. Well, I won't reveal. Obviously, we're not going to reveal anything. Obviously. But good. It has been. It's definitely been good, and it's definitely getting an interesting one. It would definitely be an interesting idea. I mean, a stream idea I would love to do is like just a city goofy one. Is trying to build a Lego set, but wearing like the these gloves that you can get that makes your hands kind of like actual like Lego hands, like the claws, like the Lego kind of like grippy claw hands. But I gotta try and build a set out of that. It would be impossible, but it would also be very hilarious trying to actually attempt to do that. So you never know. Could do. Could definitely do something like that in the future, maybe. Great idea, honestly. What the build of the gloves or the sync build Because I think with that it would have to be for the sync build. It would probably have to be a mod. It would have to be a set that's out currently. Yeah, how have you been? And then you blazed past me with the Apothecary Diaries. I catched up quite quickly. I was just boom straight in. I don't really. I honestly, because if Paz is in chat, she'll have a go at me. But I think some people might be aware that I'm very bad at taking proper breaks, like just taking breaks from just doing anything really. There's one one of the things like Paz literally was egging me on to take a proper break from doing some of this coursework stuff I'm doing because I was stressing out about it, and he ended up taking like 4 days break from it, and it was in that time where I caught up with Apothecary Diaries and like some other things. I just kind of I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to spend a day watching series and catching up with series because I haven't done that in a while, and I think that would be nice. And it was nice. It was very nice. I haven't been watching anything lately. Mostly YouTube videos, not just videos, but educational stuff too. Oh, that's cool. It's cool. It's interesting. I was saying there was just so much stuff to watch at the moment. Got Andor. Got a couple of anime. There's lots of news ones coming out as well. We've got Last of Us as well. That's been really good. And that's been definitely good to watch. Oh my god, episode 2. Episode 2 was so good. It was so good, but also, I imagine for a lot of people, very sad because of a certain character going bye-bye. But yeah. Good. Some very good sequences in that episode 2 for sure. But it might actually time this quite nicely, actually. Apocalypse Hotel. Someone say episode 2, not Attack of the Clones, episode 2 bullet. No, bad. Bonk. You get the bonk. Bad. I do. I have to say, in terms on the theme, on the subject of Attack of the Clones, I do find it kind of funny how it's just kind of low-key just ignored by Disney. I don't blame it. It's not a fantastic film, to be completely honest. It's not my personal favorite Star Wars movie. I know it's not a lot of people's favorites as well. But yeah, it's an interesting. It's definitely one. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the fact that the pilot for this Yeee has to really lay down. It's such a. I know it's such a. It's such a silly nitpick to have, but it's just one of those. It's just one of those ones where it's just like. Again, I feel like even with the previous Yeee, I think the pilot had to lay. I think the pilot did have to lie down a little bit. So I guess they couldn't. There's not really much they could do with the Yeee because of just because of how it's designed, I guess. So I am not going to complain too much because of the old Yeee. The old Yeee was like that, then, you know, what's the point? Ah, right, yeah, that was a thing with the old one that has like a mechanism to help. It helps with a mechanism to come out of it. You've been watching a post-apocalyptic anime 2, Apocalypse Hotel. Apocalypse Hotel. Why does that ring a bell? That rings a bell. Yeah, Attack of the Clones must gets overshadowed by the Clone Wars. To be completely honest, Isaac, Attack of the Clones is a great film. To be completely honest, I have rewatched it fairly recently, and even when I'm watching it, I'm just kind of like, it's not terrible by any means, but it's like it is very it drags. It does drag a little bit, I think. But it's not a terrible film, but it's definitely not my favorite. I know there's a lot of people who like it, but it's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite Star Wars movie. That's a dead certain. One thing I will actually give full credit due is they've actually got the doors. They've actually got doors with like a window on there, even though these are ones that don't open how they're meant to. They do have. They do have doors that you can see into. So I will give you some credit there. Lego, you did pretty good with that one. It doesn't look too bad. I'll show you a better view of it, but it actually looks pretty good. Recalling the film, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, as I said, it's not. I get, like, obviously the prequel fans obviously will love Attack of the Clones either way, but But personally, for me, it's not my personal favorite. I mean, it's not to say that I dislike the prequels, because I mean, I love the Phantom Menace and I love Revenge of the Sith. So you know, it's not like I dislike the prequels anyway. It's just Attack of the Clones is probably just my least favorite one, to be completely honest. And I know a lot of people do share that thought, I believe, as well. So yeah, no hate towards no hate towards anyone who likes Attack of the Clones. You can like Attack of the Clones if you want. Not my personal favorite Star Wars movie, so we can all be civil here, I'm sure. Time for Revengers. I don't know, no Revenge of the Sith. I've already watched it. I've watched Revenge of the Sith already. I already know what happens because I saw it recently. In a bizarre way, because of how they've angled the doors here, it's actually quite accurate. It's actually accurate to the design of the actual ship, it being kind of angled like this. So in a sense, yeah, no, they haven't done a. It's actually been done pretty. It's been done pretty well. It's fit. It's definitely. I mean, I haven't. Oh wait, no, I haven't actually finished it yet. I thought I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't finished the actual ship yet. Benjamin, finish the ship before you start. Before you start your running commentary. Hang on a minute. Putting the duct tape on his mouth won't work because he's typing. I'm just saying. It's definitely, as I said, it's not. I have to admit, I'm actually impressed, even though it's definitely, it's noticeably smaller than the previous rendition of this of the U-wing. It is. It's good. It's definitely a good build. You guys, I'll get the U-wing in full view. Like, actually, it's actually really quite good. As I said, not particularly happy. Like, Cassian's got to properly like lay flat down here to kind of for him to kind of be in there. I'm not too keen on that, but I'm pretty certain. But I'm pretty certain the old U-wing he had to the pilot had to sit down. Actually, that's a point. Let me please pause. Let me Google the old U-wing and see. Lego U-wing 2016. Go. And type in U-wing 2016. What does it do? Gives me the U-wing from this year. Oh wow, yeah, the ship is actually a lot bigger as well. The old one is a lot bigger. I didn't realize it was actually that much bigger, to be completely honest. It is definitely noticeably smaller. It is noticeably smaller, but it's not. It's a weird one. Because it, like, yes, it is noticeably smaller, but it's. There are details. There are details with this one and the old one. It's very obvious because kind of like on the old one, this kind of area here at the back was a bit kind of bulkier, whereas this one, there's not really much here. And from what I can tell, the pilot that sits down in here, he doesn't lay flat he doesn't lay like all the way flat down, but he doesn't like sit all the way up either, from what I can tell. From what I can tell. As I said, but with the old one, the mechanics for the wings going into attack position is the exact same. Oh, that is beauty. Beauty, I tell you. Look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. It definitely, as I said, it definitely works. As I said, from what I can tell with this, from what I can tell with the chip, it's just thinner. If it was maybe wide, if they did this kind of design, but like a stud wider, kind of like with the other one, primarily just to have more space, primarily to have more space in here, because that's kind of my only thing with it really, is that there's not a lot of space in here. Like, I mean, there's parts in here, you can remove some parts in there, primarily this bit, so you can have some figures actually sitting down in there, so you can definitely do it. And the doors kind of opening like that is not a big deal, but I guess they kind of went with this kind of look to kind of get that more accurate kind of angled bit for the ship, so it's actually not bad. Done, Andor. It does it in Rogue One. It's kind of not very it's not a frequent thing, because the wings only kind of opened up when the U-wing initially takes off. When the U-wing initially takes off, and then it kind of wings kind of close back again, and it just jumps. But this is kind of like standard kind of version. I think in universe, one reason for these wings kind of opening up is because it kind of expands the deflector shield of the ship. I think that's a reason. I might be wrong in that regard, but I think that is a reason. But no, I have to say, I am impressed. I think other than the fact that it's very obviously much smaller. Must have missed that then. To be fair, it's very, very briefly. It only happens once as well, which is what's kind of funny. But no, I have to say, I'm definitely, despite its size, I am impressed. I am very impressed with it, actually. And obviously, like I said, the figures are great as well. Like Cassian looks great. His head is the same head from the Rogue One sets, but just more accurately kind of toned, if you will. Oh yeah, that's a point. K2SO. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the old K2SO. Bear with me just a second. I'm gonna see if I can find the old one. While I do that, I'm gonna put all this in the bin. Paper in the bin. Oh, there we go. We're rummaging through paper. Got a tin here. Please saying yes. What I have in here, I've got a nice little bag here with K2S2 taken apart, because a fun and also quite annoying fact is that I had to buy new legs for this K2SO figure, because the part here to connect the legs actually broke. So for some reason they were just very, very fragile. So since then I've just kind of taken them apart and just left them in there, kind of thinking, if he's just going to break again, there's no point. So yeah. And even then it's still loose. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so we got his arms. And initial look. It looks like, from what I can tell, the prints on the new one here, the one with the blaster, are just more refined. A bit more refined than the old one. Not a bad thing. But for anyone wondering, they're quite literally, they're basically the exact same figure. Just the prints. The prints are a little bit. Oh no, I think his body. I think the newer one's body is a little bit bulkier as well. A little bit. That's pretty cool. Back. I'm gonna put this one back in the bag. Put you back in your bag where you can stay a bit. Where you can stay a bit more solid. Ugh. All right, so that's K2SO, and we have our extra hair piece for Andor, which is still absolutely hilarious. I don't know why I have an extra hair piece for Cassian, but you know what? Why not? The ISB agent, again, he's good. His torso is very nice. Could have definitely. Because that figures on camera can't see much. Oh no, tell you what, maybe. Actually, no, tell you what. I'll do a more in-depth look. I'll do a more in-depth look with the figures. Let me just sort out everything. I'll do what I usually did before and get like a board up. So let me just hit my BRB screen a minute, and I'll rejiggle some things around. I said I used to do this before, but I don't know why I stopped. I think I just kind of couldn't be bothered. I'm guessing that's the reason why I stopped, but. If we want to see comparisons to figures, I should really be a bit more. Should really get the figures out and things like that. Alright, let's move the U-wing. Those actually as well, you can get a bit more of a closer look at the U-wing too. Oh. But yeah, but to be honest as well, the difference between the two K2SOs, it is pretty minuscule. It's just that it's basically the printing. The printing and essentially on the newer one is just a bit more bulk. It's just more refined. That's the main difference. All right, let's have a look back to the building. Boom. There we go. Look at that. It's actually working. Right, I need to get the other K2 figure out again. Oh. Let's get the droid out again. You guys can see. Uno momento. Tell you what, let me get the actual camera software up, because then I can actually control. I can then actually control the focus. Why it's always autofocus? I just never understand. There we go. So essentially, yeah, you can see. You can see there, like the one on the one here, the one that's holding the blaster, that's the new one, and that's the new one. You can see his prints are a little bit more. His prints are a little bit more refined compared to the older one here on the left. Because if we turn him around again here, you can see that the Imperial logo is a bit more refined as well. As I said, virtually. Oh, actually, as well, this K2 has got a bit of damage on his head compared to the other one. I guess it's to show time, kind of time going through. I've only just realised that. So no, actually, this K2, this one is still unique because he does have. Oh, he's actually got some head print. He's actually got some print on the other side of his head as well. You can see just about there. I don't know if this one does. Oh no, he doesn't. No, this one doesn't have any printing on the side of his head. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. yeah, I think other than that, the only other difference I can really see between them is that their bodies are definitely noticeably a little bit different. I think the newer one's body's a bit bulkier, just a little bit. So yeah, he's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Having two of these droids will definitely look good in kind of will look good in kind of like a diorama kind of thing, I think. So we'll put K2 over there. Bring in the ISB specialist. Oops, he's fallen down. Let's get rid of the shield a minute. We don't care about his shield. Yeah, got a generic face again. But as I said, this front print looks great. It's just when you turn him around, not so great. It's just like, oh, you've got the dual molded legs. Just print on those. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. It's just frustrating. Because like from the front they look fine, but just from the back, not so much. And the same with Dedra. I think here you might be able... Oops, Dedra fell. Dedra fellow. You can kind of see here a little bit more now. You can see like the white on her legs doesn't quite match her coat. It's just a little bit. You can see it's just a little bit off. If I do this, can you tell? You can tell that it's just a little bit off. I said, no idea why. But they've always struggled with doing prints on... doing the, like, printing white on black legs. And obviously her holster here doesn't quite match, but that's always just going to be an issue. That's always just going to be an issue with that, unfortunately. And yeah, turn her around. Yeah, they're dual molded. It should have been dual molded legs. Off by a bit, yeah. They should have just done dual molded legs. I really don't know why they don't with that, because they very easily can do it. Because I mean, heck, Thrawn has it. Like I got. Do I have an example? I don't have one on hand at the moment, so I can't get one out at the moment. But maybe I'll make a post on it, and we'll see. But yeah, as I said, like from the back, it just like even like from the front, it doesn't look fantastic, because obviously the printing, the different white kind of colors being off a little bit just doesn't quite help. But then you turn it around, it just looks even worse. Oh yeah, no, I get that. I can understand. He doesn't necessarily need a dual molded legs. I think the specialist could probably get away with not having a dual molded legs. To be fair, he could probably get away with it. But Dedra definitely needs some dual molded legs, I think. Hang on a minute, let me just sort something. But yeah, this dual molded Imperial cap and hair, superb, amazing. So this will definitely open up a lot of customization options, I feel, for LEGO in the future, because they could change this cap to like the standard grey with another hairpiece, very easily. Well, they do those leg cloth accessories, but I'm sorry they don't do that anymore. They haven't done those leg cloth accessories for a long time. They just kind of print them on the legs now. I don't know why particularly, but it is unfortunate. But I'm gonna, once I end the stream, I'm gonna see if I can experiment with some of the dual molded legs that I have somewhere to see what it looks like. Because I'll post it a bit later on before I go to bed. You just see, and we'll have Cassian here. I suppose I didn't show the Dedra. Oh, I suppose actually before we do anything, Dedra does have a dual molded head. She's got like an angry head. See, Dedra is angry because her back of her coat's been tugged into her trousers. That's why she's angry. That's why she's mad. But no. As I said, I think with Dedra, everything from like here, perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's just her legs. Her legs aren't great. Just at that point in time, I think at that point they should really just do the dual molded legs. Cassian's to really get the detailing on him, you should really need to kind of bring the lighting down a little bit. But yeah, this Cassian's head is quite literally, it's the same from the Rogue One Cassian head, but it's just his skin color has just been, well, adjusted to suit obviously Diego Luna's a bit more. Maybe because you broke her neck by turning her head all the way around. I mean, I didn't turn her head all the way around, I just turned her hat. There's a difference. There is a difference there. Bring more clips up so you can have a look. But yeah, I think now that you mention it, but I definitely think actually the ISB agent guy, I think he kind of works. I think he can work without the dual molded legs actually. I think he works quite nicely. No, I would say that's pretty good. But he said overall, it's a solid figure. It's definitely a solid like collection of figures. Like either way, as I said, they're all perfect. As I said, just but apart from Dedra's legs, these figures are all perfect. So, and also guest starring Cassian's extra hair. So you ripped her hair out to turn it around. Maybe. Yes, my bad. It's fine. Oh, I suppose actually I can show you guys what I was talking about with the Ewing. Oops, sorry, K2. So you can see it's kind of more, it's a bit more angled like the actual ship is in universe. And obviously these doors would slide. Oops, I can't get the door to come down because my hands are too sweaty. Hang on. It's too warm in my room. Ah, here we go. Got it. So the doors open up like so. But it's quite. But as I said, the inclusion of these transparent pieces for the window is actually really nice. I actually really like how they've done that. Can I get it so you can see inside the interior? I can, just about. There we go. Yeah, I would say really the only issue with this is that there's no real easy way to kind of... I guess there's not an easy way to stand. I mean, the figures can't stand in there regardless, but they can sit down. If you were to remove... You could remove this piece here, and you could definitely sit in a couple of more figures in there. Maybe one or two, but to be honest... It's bizarre. It's going to sound quite funny to say, but you probably can't set as many figures in there. Really many more figures in there as you could with the old one, to be completely honest. Because I'm pretty certain the old U-Wing could only really transport 3 figures in that part at the, with it. So it definitely... Oops. But yeah, no, but it's neat. I definitely like what they've done with the door. I just think if this ship was just one, like a couple of studs wider, like maybe just one stud wider, it would honestly be perfect, I think. But Lego went with a bit of a different direction with it, so it can't be helped. Can't be helped, but as I said, figures are quite nice. And for the price as well, like the set, this price for this U-Wing was $59.99, I think. So 60 quid essentially. And honestly, it's good. Maybe for that price I would have said maybe include another figure. I don't know what figure. Fine, Ben, if you don't like it, just give it to me. No, I like it. That's the thing I'm trying to say. I like it. But I'm just saying, I'm just kind of making comparisons to the old one. I like it. I definitely like it. And I think it's definitely got... And I think a lot of people will like it. But in terms of, if people have the original one, then there's literally no point in getting this unless you just want to get it for the figures. In which case, do it. In which case, you might as well do that. Buy your own U-wing bullet. I bought this with my money, with my hard-earned working money. Yeah, I'd say the only real issue that I have really is just the It's just this it's just the cockpit there. I don't like the fact that they have to sit. I mean, I'll give you a more accurate, more closer look on what it looks like and why I don't really like it particularly. It's like him laying down like that. It's just like, it doesn't look right. It really doesn't look right. A lot of ships that they've released recently have done that kind of thing where they're just having the figure lie down, and I think it's kind of got something to do with more just the actual design of it. But it goes so sad. He changes species. He turns into another alien. He turns into a Gungan. But can't need help. I know, good friends get presents. True, but no. Do you have any idea how much it would? Do you know how much? Have any idea how much it would cost to send this thing to you? It would probably cost me an additional money. He's bullet binks now. bullet binks. I like that. bullet binks. That's a good one. Nice. Yeah. Overall, good set. Good for its. I think it's good for its price tag. Wasn't as many stickers, which actually really did impress me. I thought there was going to be quite a lot of stickers, but no such luck. No such luck. So yeah, I'm honestly pretty chuffed with it. I'm surprised because I generally didn't think it was going to be as good as it wasn't going to be as good as I thought, but it is definitely good. But I don't get friends with him, so why would anyone else? Well, but yeah, no, I think generally speaking, if you don't have a U-wing, no brainer, then get hold of it if you want to get it. But if you have the previous U-wing, there isn't really any point in you getting it other than if you just want these figures. That would be really the reason you would get it. Because to be completely honest, if you take these figures out and you and then you have this ship, you could probably sell this ship. I'm not gonna lie, you probably struggle to sell the ship for more than 30. Because all of these figures are exclusive to the sets. Well, so far. So it'll be interesting to see what more comes from it. No, in general, I do like it. I would say I'd give this set out of 10. How much out of 10 would I give it? 8 out of 10. I say 8 out of 10. Maybe 7.5 out of 10. Maybe. Due to the fact that I'm not a fan of them lying flat down in the cockpit. Space, there's not a ton of space here, and Dedra mirrors legs. not a fan of that. Don't like that. They could have done a better job of that, personally speaking. But other than that, I think it's pretty much perfect. I think it's pretty good. Maybe Yusa haven't given Ben any presents, and could help Yusa get help against. Okay. On that note, I'm going to see if there's anyone I can send you guys off to raid. Probably not, because again, the people who I used to watch just aren't here anymore. They're just not here anymore. What can I say? Customization. Nope. There is absolutely no one. Unless anyone can recommend. They all died. Jesus. That's a bit extreme. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, no. Doesn't look like it. So I think we'll just wrap it up, to be honest. I think. That's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, to be fair, you're not entirely... Martin isn't entirely wrong, but it's also just kind of like, Jesus, dude. It's like, Jesus Christ. But yeah. I think that's about it, really. Not much more to add, not much else to do, so I will... So I have been there. We were there, but I know, Martin, I know. It's just so funny how bluntly you said they all died. It's just funny to me. But yeah, no, I think that's basically it. Just one more detail. Popcorn hit their head too hard during the chicken jonky scene. Probably not. I can't imagine any of those people who I would have usually raided would gone to a scene. Although actually one of them, a certain blue penguin, might have gone to have watched it. At least it wouldn't surprise me if she went. It wouldn't surprise me if she went to see it. Let's just say that much. Oh, I should really be careful with what I'm saying because she could very well be watching this. She confirmed it to me, by the way, that she did actually lurk in my streams. I'm just kind of like, you cheeky penguin, how dare you? How dare you? But yeah, alas, gotta be careful. Got to be careful with what I say. Because they are always watching. The whole joke about VTubers are always watching, it's not a joke, they are quite literally always watching. We don't know when they're gonna show up. They could very well just be sitting in chat right now and we would never know. We'd never know. It would be a mystery. But yeah. Anywho, I'll wrap it up there. So in terms of Saturday stream, I'll very likely move it to Sunday. I'm not sure yet. We'll wait and see. But I will put a notice out tomorrow if I do end up changing. If I do end up changing it, so I'll obviously, like, you guys will know. Yeah, that Puffo could be watching right now, right, Penny? Bruh, don't even. Don't even. I missed the funerals, unfortunately. I was at funeral, random stormtrooper's funeral. Well, it definitely wasn't me. I'm sure that trooper wasn't me. God. If right on cue Penny shows up now, that would honestly be hilarious. Once they find out their viewers stream, they observe. They do. They honestly really do. And it's kind of... It's really funny. It's... As I said, I tried to work out, like, who's shown up. I mean, all of... No, not all the next days are actually shown up, because Isla hasn't actually jumped into my stream before. Juni and Blair have in the past. Mita has. Mita from VNU, she's shown up. Pippa, obviously, the famous blue penguin. She showed up once or twice. And then Penny last week, she showed up as well. My god. Well, that's definitely not true, Bullet, because I am literally sat here talking to you guys, so it definitely wasn't. That definitely wasn't him. There's 4 people watching. The 4th could be Penny. Are you hiding in here, Penny? It won't say. Suspicious. Suspicious. Yeah, but once Penny starts, I think she's planning to start streaming. Oh, no. No, I don't think she is actually. No, that's a lie. I'm sorry. No, that's a lie. I'm thinking of someone else. My bad. I am thinking of someone else. Completely my bad. Ignore what I said. As thinking of someone else, I was like, no, it wasn't Penny. It was someone else. My bad. Yeah. I mean, hopefully there'll be. Gotta find more people. Gotta find more people who stream. There's actually more Lego YouTubers as well. That would be nice to read into them sometime, but no one ever streams. At least not. At least when they do, or at least when they do stream, they're not streaming at my time. Make a time machine into a car. You better pick a nice car. I mean, I've just turned my land speeder into one. Huh? No. I was referring to no. I said if it Penny was fitting on stream, but I thought no, no, that's not the case. It's there was another one I was thinking of. I got them mixed up. It's warm, very very warm right now. So, Dorian, I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now because I've got some stuff I need to start because I am actually working tomorrow. So I've got to go and sort out some things. So on that note. Before we say anything else that gets you into trouble, yeah, no, I'm going. Right, but as I said, Saturday stream will likely be moved to Sunday, but I will let you guys know for sure tomorrow. But other than that, yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a good Friday and the rest of your weekend. I hope you enjoyed this build. And I will likely see you guys on Sunday. So take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your week and a good weekend. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye bye. I have 100% stolen Markiplier's outro, but it's fine. It's fine. See you later.